Hello?
Johnny? Hey, what happened?
Okay. Uh,
That was weird.
she she left the show.
Yeah, I know, but you
Okay.
you went away for a minute, and
For Scar
you there?
Queen 25, there's a
Okay.
little audio button and you can press it, right?
Yeah, yeah, but somehow our here, let me retitle this show because um it like cut us off of the show.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, that was really weird.
that is very weird.
Here we go. I
Okay.
changed it back.
Let me
Yeah.
see. Okay, so
I'll have to just upload both of these. There we go. We're back.
I don't know how to.
I don't know what happened there. Yeah, because it threw me into a different caller. That was really weird. All right, so you stabbed this guy in the head.
Okay, so I stabbed the guy in the head and every time they don't die. They just keep coming after me. And it's very weird because, like, if I stab you in the head, shouldn't you die?
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah. Why do people never die off in dreams properly?
yeah, they never die. They just
Unless,
keep coming.
unless it's you, and then even then, because humans can't really comprehend death, it's like we're still looking at ourselves from an omniscient point of view. It's like we're looking at our own dead bodies.
Yeah, but what does that have to
No,
do with me killing them?
no. But what I'm saying is like we don't really comprehend death very well. So even if you do stab somebody in the head, you probably don't know in real life what it looks like when you stab somebody in the head. You know, you've seen it in movies 100 times. Shit, you may have even seen it on the street or whatever, but it's different when it's you. You've never killed anybody. You've never stabbed anybody in the head, so your brain doesn't really process it very well. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like I've punched people before, but for some reason, like like certain types of punching, like you know what I mean, when it's not like in a boxing setting, when it's like fight for your life or whatever, like you know, unless you've truly been in that situation, you might not land those punches. It might feel like your arms go to butter, you know, like
That's
because you just
true.
haven't been able to process that. At least that's my theory on it. I'm not sure if that's right.
I don't know, but it would explain why they're not dying. It's still scary, and
Oh,
I always end up waking myself up.
oh, I think Scar Queen is back. If they want to actually share a dream and push that whatever button it is, I don't know what happened. We all got disconnected, but
So we're trying to um get Zaina to record herself, but it's not letting her for
really,
some really weird reason. It's not letting her record.
huh? You have to. Did she hold it down?
Yeah, she
Hold the
said she
button down?
did. Can
Oh,
you?
I don't know. You know what? You know what else I do?
I
You just what's up?
No. What's up?
What's up? Oh, so I have a lot of dreams where I'm underwater. Water is one of my biggest fears. Um, I don't like the ocean really. I don't like dark water. I don't really care like about going to the beach or going in pools and stuff like that. My wife likes to, so we do. But I normally stay out of the water. I have a lot of dreams where I'm really deep underwater and I have like gills, like I can breathe, and it freaks me out. I don't like sea creatures very much, so I don't know what that's all about either. I
What?
had this one dream, yeah, I had this one dream this past summer where I was uh, I was in this like it was like a sort of like an apocalyptic future, and everybody had to live in these giant water tanks um, because of people like bombing the top of the earth. I think it was, and if we stayed in the water, we'd be safe. And the only way you could survive is you had to get to these little boxes, and these boxes would give you oxygen. And you as soon you'd go up next to them and you breathe, and this green light would light up, and that's how you know you got your air. And yeah, that always like freaked me out. I don't like being in the water at all.
Here,
Have you had
here's
any?
a
What?
what?
But no, go ahead.
No, what were you gonna say?
No, I was going to ask you, have you had a lot of bad dreams while we've been deployed?
I haven't really had any because I'm like staying off of my back. But here's a really scary dream that I had when I was younger. So
Okay.
you know how like when you were younger, your parents leave your door open when you go to sleep.
Yeah.
So my mom used to leave my door open, and this was like my first time sleeping in my room by myself because I would usually sleep in the room with my sister. But we had got a bigger house, and my mom was like, you know, you can get your own room, blah blah blah. So I
Sure.
start sleeping in the bed in my room by myself. It's going good. I fall asleep, and my door is open, and
Okay.
not me not realizing that I had anxiety when I was younger because not a lot of people knew what anxiety was at the time. And
Mm-hmm.
I was like psyching myself out. So I was lucid dreaming that my door was open and I could see people standing outside of my door. And so I'm calling out their names because I'm thinking that it's my mom and my sister, and like we're getting ready to go in the car and go somewhere because we used to do that in the middle of the night. My mom would be like, "Oh, she's hungry. We're gonna go to Wawa." And so, um, I'm looking in the hallway. I'm too scared to get up and shut my door. So in my dream, because remember, I'm still asleep, but I'm awake. So I'm dreaming and not dreaming at the same
Yeah.
time. So in the
Okay.
dream, I lift my bed up and I'm peering out to see like what's in the hallway. Like what is that standing outside of my door? I put my head
Oh,
under the covers,
yikes.
and then I take my head back out from under the covers, and the thing is closer.
Okay.
So I put it back
Oh,
under, and it fucking rips the covers off of me, and like just you know how like
yikes.
you know like in scary movies where like the monster's like walking really slow and then like
Of
runs
course.
really fast into your face on
Yeah.
all fours. It did that to me
Yeah.
and was like
What?
right on top of me. And so then I'm screaming and I can't talk because I always lose my fucking voice. And
Of
I'm
course.
screaming for someone to come and get me. No one can hear me, no one's coming for me. And it's like the more I scream, the more like I'm losing myself in this dream. And I don't know. Oh, the way I got out of my dream was rolling over, like kind of like pushing myself on the floor, but my bed was already on the floor. And so that's the trick that I've learned to get out of my lucid dreams is when you're stuck in your lucid dream, if you try to roll over, you'll
Yeah.
eventually wake up. For me, it's really
Really?
painful. Like I get pains, like I feel a stabbing pain whenever I
So,
lucid dream and I try to move.
yeah. So that's what a lot of people say is like you almost have to like hurt yourself in a lucid
Yeah.
dream.
Yep.
Yeah, because I know like a buddy of mine I went to high school with. He practiced like lucid dreaming. He was like, I remember we used to go and hang out at the park like super late at night and just walk around. And he was like, "Yeah, I've been practicing lucid dreaming." And I was like, "I didn't know you could practice that," because I've never been able to do it really. I'm more like lose control in my dreams, but that's wild that that would happen to you.
Yeah. I mean, you can
Um,
practice like you know, like astral projecting. If you really like calm yourself down and you realize
see,
that
I don't
you're
think
dreaming, you can astral project.
See, I don't know if everybody has the ability to that though, because you're a little more sensitive to the veil, like than most people. I'd say. Like
Yeah.
I've never been able to do that, and I have a pretty clear mind. I'm straight edge. I don't take anything that inhibits my body or my mind at all. I don't even drink caffeine. So like, um, I don't know. I think some people are just able to, and some are not. I mean, maybe everyone's able to, but
I'm
I
cooler
haven't
than
reached
you
that.
guys.
I guess. Yeah. All right. I got a cool dream to either end the night or at least, yeah, probably end the night for the conversation. Unless anybody wants to share, anybody who's listening wants to share. But and if you listen to this on YouTube later, just like just comment on there. We want to hear your. I read the comments. You know, I read comments for my music and stuff. Whatever anybody has to say, I'll read it. So, but anyway, so this dream's kind of wild. I had this when I was really really young. So I had a dream that I was at a social gathering, and it was in my mom's house, and there was a man sitting in, like, imagine like you're in a room, and he was in the on the ceiling, but in the very corner, like almost like crawling up against the wall, kind of in like kind of creepy, and he was smoking a cigar, and um, it was like I knew him, and everybody was there. So it turns out that my great grandfather had died like in that same day that I had that dream,
Yikes.
and I had never met him before, but his name, they called him Pappy. That was like what everybody called him. He was like an older Italian guy, and he always smoked cigars. So my mom was like, "Tell me about it later," and I was like, "Oh, that's the guy that I saw." And being a little kid, you don't really make that connection until later. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he was the guy I saw in my dream. So I don't know if he came to me in a dream, because I was, I guess, like the youngest grandkid at the time. Maybe
Yeah.
this must have been like 1993, 94. So I was like 3 or 4 years old, and
Do you
yes,
do you know the movie Eve's Bayou?
Eve's Bayou.
Yeah.
No.
So basically, it's this little girl, and she can see when people are gonna die. She got the power from her
Oh.
aunt. It's a black family, and she actually saw they were having a party,
Uh
and
huh.
she saw her uncle waving goodbye to her, and he dies, and she could see it. She saw it in her dream, and when she woke up, she went outside to find her dad and her uncle arguing, and turns out right as he drove away, he died. That kind of
Whoa.
reminds me of your dream.
Yeah, it's kind of similar. I think what had happened was I either I dreamed that, like, so I think I had gone to the funeral that day, and then I dreamed about the funeral that night, and that's when I saw him there. So I think he just came to me like in the dream, because like you could see the cigar smoke, but it was like nobody else noticed it. I don't know. It was definitely creepy. Oh, look, we have somebody who wants to share a dream. Hold on, I'm gonna play this. Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
I think I finally got it
I
to
think I
work,
played it.
hopefully. Okay, so when I was a kid, every time I got sick, and I mean every time I got sick, I had the same exact dream. I would close my eyes and
What?
I would be in a spaceship looking out, and it's stars everywhere, and then I could also see Earth. And when I turn all the way to my left, there's a corridor, and everything is white, and there's a woman standing there. And every time I got sick, there would always be a rubber band on my wrist, and
What?
when she told me when I'm ready to feel better, she would tell me to snap the rubber band. So I would snap the rubber band, and then everything would go in slow motion, and then like I would wake up, and then I'm not sick anymore. So like after the dreams, like sometimes I would have moments where oh crap, I would have moments where like something would happen, and like my whole world seemed like it was slowing down, like my brain would.
Wow,
Damn.
that is cool. Wait, so she would snap the rubber band, wake up, and then not be sick in real life? That's what I'm.
Yeah.
Okay, that is cool. I've never heard anything like that before. That is really cool. I
Wow.
wonder. By the
Now
way,
wait. Tell us
awesome.
more.
By the way, awesome username that Wendigo is in your username. That is really really cool. That's like one of the spookiest cryptids there are. Um, Speaking of which, that just reminded me. I had a drill sergeant that grew up on a reservation, and we talked about skinwalkers, and we'll have to get into that one night. We're talking about skinwalkers. He had a cool story that I still remember to this day, but I'll save it for another talk. Um, but Wendigos are really they're pretty creepy monsters. So,
Yeah,
but yeah, so
I'm scared of shit like that. Not scared, but like, you know, I don't
yeah,
like